Alright, so here's the full-length video of making a muzzle brake with Fusion 360. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and hit save. We're going to save this as muzzle brake. Okay, then we're going to right click and we're going to start a new component. R for rectangle, center point. We're going to do it 2 inches by 3 inches. Okay, and to switch between the two dimensions, I just hit tab, enter. I'm going to hit E for extrude, and we're going to do 0.5, and we're going to change this from one-sided to symmetric. Okay, let's go ahead and go back and edit our sketch. L for line, we're going to hover over the center point, snap to the center point of this line. Tab, we're going to go to 75 degrees. L for line again, snap to the center point, tab, 75 degrees. Okay, we're going to go ahead and hit T for trim. We're going to trim off the front of this and the ends of these lines. We're going to go ahead and get rid of these. Okay, so we're going to hit O for offset. We're going to select these two lines. Make sure your chain selection is unselected. We're going to go minus 0.25. And then we're going to go ahead and extend that line and that line. Hit O for offset again. 0.2. We're going to do this one 0.5. Okay. Now we're going to extend those lines again. And the reason I'm extending them before I do the next offset is because it breaks the link on that line, so it's not linked to this line anymore. It won't let you do another offset if it's linked to something else. So we're going to hit O for offset again. Okay, just keep repeating. Okay, so now we got our 2 ports in there. This is going to be 1, and this is going to be 1. We're going to go ahead and create the back on this. Hit L for line. Snap there to there. Hit D for dimension. 0.25. Okay, did the wrong one. Let's see, D for dimension. Okay, so I had to select that point first, then that point. Then we're going to go ahead and extend this line down to there. We're going to hit L for line again, create 2 lines. From that line, we're going to dimension that out 1 inch. Okay, then we're going to select this line. Hover over this line, hold shift, that'll give us our center point. And then we're going to select this 1 inch dimension, just going to give us that D15. And we're going to divide that by 2. So now it's linked to this dimension. Whenever we change this, this will automatically update. Okay, extend those out. The reason I'm not going all the way across is sometimes it adds some kind of a constraint and then it messes up the model. Okay, so let's go ahead and trim off these. Alright, so there's the basic shape of our muzzle brake. Go ahead and stop the sketch, look at it, looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and expand our component, expand our sketches. We're going to turn our sketch on by clicking the light bulb. We're going to expand our bodies, turn our bodies off. We're going to hit E for extrude. We're going to select this port and this port. And then we're going to do symmetrical again. Then we're going to turn our bodies back on. View it from the side. And we're going to do 0.35. Okay. Now we can turn our light off on our sketch again. We can close these back up. Okay, so we're going to hit F for fillet. going to select all these inside lines. And you got to put a fillet in here that's bigger than the radius of your tool that you're going to cut it with. In this case, I'm using a 1/2 inch end mill, so I got to use a 1/4 inch radius on here. 0.25. Okay, make sure I didn't select anything that I didn't mean to select. Looks good. Hitting OK. We're going to hit F for fillet again. We're just going to put fillets on all these edges just to break them. Okay, 0.05. F for fillet again. I'll put a 1/4 inch on there for our tool. F for fillet. Let's do one on the top too. Let's do 100 thousandths. Looks good. Okay, we're going to hit C for circle. We're going to select this back face. We're going to go 0.454. Okay, now we're going to extrude that circle until it breaks out into the first hole, or in the first chamber. Hit OK. And we hit C for circle again, select that same back face, and go 0.265. Then we're going to hit E for extrude. We're going to select our geometry and we're going to drag it all the way through. Hit OK. Now if you're not sure on the diameter of the hole for a thread, you can always just create the hole any size. So for this example, I'll change this to 0.525. Now we're going to hit create sketch or create thread. We're going to select that, and we're going to select the size of thread that we want. In this case, we want 1/2 by 28. Hit OK, and you see it changed the diameter back to 4.464, even though it is a 0.525 hole. So you can always do it that way. Check what it is, and then you can change your sketch back. 0.454, or you could just leave it there because it'll stay that diameter for machining. Okay, looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and add some color. So we're going to right click on our component, appearance, or the hotkey A. One of my favorites. We're going to do some black. Okay. Alright, so that looks pretty good. So if you guys have any questions on Fusion 360 in the modeling or CAM, just leave them in the comments below. If you like the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Make sure to be subscribed for future content. And if you have any other ideas on different designs, just leave them in the comments and I'll try to make a video about those.